I keep these large, heavy cookware pieces down here. I didn't sell this one, but I did sell that one. This is made by Pampered Chef. It is a very heavy stoneware baking dish. There's the bottom of it. I did pay up for this. I paid $10 for it. Well, actually $9.99. $10 for it, and I sold it for $29.91 plus shipping on eBay. I had a sale on eBay, and oh, it is right here. This is my box of baseball hats, and this is the one that sold. I love picking these up when I can get them at a good price, and when I was at the bins, I got a whole bunch of them. So I only paid 32 cents for this because it's by the weight at the bins. And I sold it for $11.22 plus shipping on eBay. I sold a set of 4 plates, and they are back here. Let me get them out. I'll take them upstairs and I'll show them to you. When I saw this at the thrift store, this beautiful floral design, I was immediately drawn to it, and I picked it up to see what it was. They're very heavy. And see if I can turn that around a little bit better. There we go. It says Nautica is Bermuda Tableware, Portugal. That is definitely a bolo name to be looking out for. And what's ironic about this is I just sold these 4 plates, but my neighbor who gave me a bunch of items from her parents' house, she gave me another set of 6 of these. So I have more to list now. So it's just ironic that right as I sell these, I have more to automatically list up. So these I paid $5.94, and I sold them on eBay for $41.14 plus shipping. Now that I'm officially back from all the Thanksgiving festivities, I'm getting back to my live sales. I've added a bunch of new items to a live sale that I'm going to run tonight. Tonight is Tuesday. I'm going to run it late night again, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Niknax.net. But what I want to do is change up how it looks. So I have items that I've had in the live shows before, and then I'm going to add in my new items. But I always want to change my background or how I'm presenting things. It is just me to always be changing things up. I love changing it up and making the backgrounds different. So I put the plate in the background. That's a poinsettia plate. This is a mixture of Christmas and vintage variety, and that is how I like to keep it for now. Of course, I want to sell as much Christmas as I can in December, but we do know that Christmas does sell all year long. So I've added in some new items like this item here, added some more Christmas in, added some more Christmas in. I'll let you know what sells at the end of the sale. I hosted that late night Niknax show, Niknax.net. Make sure you get on that marketplace. There are so many fun items on there, so many fun live shows. It's just a really good community. So I did it at 10 p.m. and I was going for about an hour, and I got rated into, so I thought, okay, I'll do a little bit longer. And then it was maybe like almost 11:45, and I was like, okay, everybody, I'm done, goodbye, thank you. And I got rated again. I ended up selling 6 items. Let me show you what they were. I'm going to have to move this out of the way so that I can put the items in the middle there. I sold this item. This is that Bordalo Pinera plate. is fairly large. I've never seen the leaf style, but that's another one to be on the lookout for. She got a really good deal on it. So let me just move this way. The same person also bought these little ramekins. We'll just leave those right there for now. So I'm going to get everything up and then I'll give you grand totals. These little Homco bears. These were the first items to sell. It's a little set of Homco bears that I sold for, oh, nope, I'm going to give you a grand total. Let me get them all out, all the sales all together. The little tiffin basket. Well, it says Tiffin, Ohio. That's what we started calling it, the tiffin basket. It's actually made by maple tree baskets. Maple tree baskets. I'm going to have to move this back this way. Maybe move these this way. Put that way. I also sold this little Christmas tree. These ceramic Christmas trees of all sorts, doesn't matter if they have bears on them or not, are getting very popular. This is a little votive one. And then I also sold, how am I going to find some room for it? I'm going to squeeze it in there. I also sold my Murano dolphin paperweight. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is all of the items. So it's this and these right here. It was a very slow start. I was putting things up for auction and talking to everybody. And then once I got one sale, they just kept coming after that. So you always have to hang in there. Sometimes it takes a little bit for people to warm up to the show. They're looking around. People are popping in and out. My total cost of goods is $16.48. And I sold them for $85 plus shipping. And being that some of these were all bought by the same person, they're all going to go into the same box. I was also talking to everyone about future shows that I'm going to be doing. Of course, I'm going to keep running some of these shows with the Christmas items because we're in December here. And I'll just keep adding more and more new items to replace all the ones that sold. So I have like a rolling inventory. But I was telling them about some themed shows that I want to do. One is going to be like Afghans and linens and along that lines. There might be a few other little goodies mixed in with that one. And I got to do that one soon because we are in the beginning, the end of fall, getting closer to winter at the moment. And then the other one I want to do is kind of inspired by Jocelyn. She did a teacup show a couple weeks ago now. And it was really well received, the vintage teacups. And I'm like, oh, I have vintage teacups, but I don't have a lot of them. I have very few. But then I was like, well, I have other teacups. So I have all different styles by different companies. And then I also have a few little teapots. And then I realized I have creams and sugars, and I have the little darling plates that you would use for, doing any type of afternoon tea. That you could use a tidbit trays, all of that. And I have a lot of, say, feminine looking dishes with the florals and the pinks and blues and all of that. So that is going to be the theme of that particular show. So I was telling everyone about that I'm going to do it kind of like a tea party. It's going to be like tea party and anything related in and around serving tea. I love going to afternoon tea. It's something I go to all the time at various tea rooms, especially back in Pennsylvania. Oh, that is like my go-to if I can get to one. I have two more SOLDS in the closet here, and they're both jackets. Man, I have been selling a lot of jackets. Doesn't surprise me. The cold weather's here. The first jacket is this one right here. I'm going to pull them out and take them over to the door and show them to you. So this one, and then way in the back is another one. I'll pull that out as well. I'm always picking up things that I like whether they're my size or not. I got this at a garage sale. It's a diesel jacket. And this is a Nike. Oh, there, better to see it. Nike jacket, an athletic jacket. The same person bought both items. They bought this one. I think she sent me an offer, and I accepted that one. And then somebody was looking at this one, I didn't know it was the same person, so I sent her an offer, and she accepted my offer. So that works out perfect. I paid $2 for this, and then I got this at a garage sale, a bundle deal, so I only paid like $1.25 for it. So my total cost of goods on both is $3.25. I sold this for $20. And I sold the Nike for $15.48, plus shipping on both. I am down here in my basement annex for a couple of reasons. One, I want to grab a few items that I want to cross-post to Niknax to put into a live show. I think I'm going to grab that one bell in the middle there and that blue vase back there. And I think I'm going to grab some of the teacups I have. I have some there and some on the shelf behind me. But I also want to grab these 4 plates because I sold them on eBay. I love finding beautiful vintage plates. These are like the salad plates or dessert plates. They're made by Nortaki. That has a glare on it. Let me hold it up like this. Nortaki Florola. Japan. Definitely vintage. These were in really good condition when I picked them up, but by the time I got them home from Nebraska, because I was shopping at the Goodwill with Brianna from Primrose Collectibles, by the time I got them home, two of them had chips. I did disclose that on the listing. I paid $3.96 for the set of 4. And I sold them for $23.37 plus shipping. I had a sale on Poshmark, and it's in the shoe bin. I could tell by the back of it. It's this right here. I just got to find the second one. I know, this is not the best way to store shoes. I'm always having to look around to find the pairs. Let me get it out and I'll talk to you about it. These are Born Mary Jane shoes that I got at a garage sale for $1. And this morning while I'm having coffee, I got an offer and I thought, oh good, I got an offer on the shoes for $4 on Poshmark. Now Poshmark, anything under $15, you have to pay a fee of $2.95. Now I know I only paid $1 for them, but I'm not going to take a lowball offer like that. So I declined it. She immediately came back and offered me like $5. And I thought, that's kind of weird. So I countered. I was like, okay, I have them listed for $14. How about $11? She countered at $6, $8, $9. She finally just sent me a message, which they can comment on your item in Posh, and said, would you do $11 with discounted shipping? And because she liked the item, this is some of the weird, quirky things that you can do with Poshmark. Because she liked the item, I was able to send her, actually her and any other likers of these shoes. So she had to be quick if she wanted the deal. $11 discounted shipping. And there's different levels of discounted shipping in Posh. So their normal shipping, I think, is almost, it's like $7. It was $7.49. I'm not sure if it might be more than that now. And that's kind of what she was trying to do, was $4 plus the $7. She, you know, it was roughly $11 or whatever. That's what her first offer was. So I sent her $7, and then there's discounted shipping at $5.95, $4.99, or free, which is paid for. The discounted portion of it is paid for by the seller. So I would be eating that discount a little bit. So we're compromising on the price, the shipping, all of that. So I sent all the Lakers that offer $11 with a discounted shipping, and she immediately accepted it. So they are sold. Am I making a lot of money on these? No. I think my total profit is like a little over $6, but then I paid $1 for them. So it's only like a $5 profit. But as you know, you get your dollar back. I get to try again to find something else. I take my $6, I go out and I find 6 more items and then multiply that. So I paid $1 and I sold them for $11 plus shipping. But as I just told you, I'm not making a lot of profit on this. I am back over here to my yarn bags. I have 2 more sales. And there's only, what, 3 bags here? I'm like, oh no, she didn't buy the last bag. Probably because it wasn't the color she was looking for. Let me see. Okay, it wasn't this color. She wanted the green ones, which are these 2. So now I only have 1 little lonely bag of yarn in here. These are all partial skeins. Oh, I gotta make sure my tribbles don't get away. There we go. They're all green. So I've had them up as different lots because I know how people are about their colors, but in this case, they're probably doing a project. The same buyer bought both lots, but I don't think, without checking, maybe I should check that. Let me check to see if it's the same buyer that bought all the previous alpaca yarn. Okay, I just checked. It is the same buyer for these 2 lots, but it is not the same buyer that bought the previous, I don't know, she bought like 6 or 7 lots. She bought a lot. I am so happy that I picked up that mystery bag of yarn. I don't know if you guys saw that video where I opened it up to see what was in it. The only reason I bought that bag of yarn, because it was a bunch of partial skeins, I would normally not be something I pick up, but because that one label in there said alpaca yarn, that's why I picked it up. So not all yarn is worth picking up. And if you're going to try to sell yarn, pick up a mystery bag. Don't buy the individual skeins unless you're individually looking them up and comping them out and maybe getting a few of them together so you can sell them as a lot. But in this case, this paid off for me. Out of that mystery bag of yarn, I was able to set up 11 different lots. So this together cost me $1.23, and I sold it for $14.98 plus shipping. I also forgot to mention that when somebody likes the item and you can send out offers, I sent out 50% off offers on this. Now, so far, that giant mystery bag of yarn, I paid $6.74 for, and I've made over $76 on it. So I'm not holding out for top dollar on this. These are partial skeins. I don't know the color names, the dye lots, the yardage, nothing. But I was still able to sell them for really good money. I have 1 more lot to go. I got to go in and look to see what I have that priced up as and maybe make it really cheap and sell that as well. I'm looking at making like roughly $80 on that yarn. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. To subscribe to any YouTube channel is free. Put any comments down below. I love reading your comments. And in my next video, I will be opening up this bag of mystery yarn.